good morning, guys. As you can see from the ocean conditions, it's not zero wind. We did bob through most of the night. We're moving around 2 knots. It's pretty much what we expected. It's calm, we're bobbing, we're moving slowly, roughly in the right direction. We expected no wind last night, and we also expect even less wind today. I really should have spent another night at the marina at the yacht club, but I'm out of money, so I just couldn't afford it. And the ocean's real calm, so this isn't bad. We're fine and we're safe. We're not making miles, but we're safe. And eventually the wind will fill in by this afternoon or this evening, and then we'll begin to push the miles. "10 miles offshore, and it's only 30 feet deep. 10 miles offshore, and we're still dodging the shallows. And that's sailing. I know y'all think I'm crazy for sailing along so slowly, but it saved me $60 to not spend another night at the yacht club, and it's as calm out here as in Anchorage, and I'm moving just enough to be able to steer and make some miles. I know, it wasn't ideal to leave in a wind forecast of a high pressure and no wind. I just don't have the money to stay and wait for a better weather window. Calm is good, slow is fine. Eventually the winds will fill in and we'll start moving. "10 miles offshore in 25 feet of water, trying to get around Cape Canaveral Point, and there's the NASA rocket launch buildings. 10 miles that way in the distance. There we go, tweaking the sails and working on the details. The wind's now up around 6 or 7 knots, and I'm getting 4 knots of boat speed. Wildchild's pretty efficient in light winds, and we're moving now. I just had to be really delicate about my sail trim. I will always take calm sailing over rough and nasty sailing. Moving 2 knots is a bit painfully slow, but moving 4 knots is perfectly fine. The ocean is calm and things are going well. I just need the wind to hold out on it for me. It's supposed to die completely today. Later this afternoon it's supposed to be dead calm, but 5 different weather models didn't agree if I'll have 10 knots or 0 knots of wind. But for now, in the early morning, I've got a little bit of thermal lift here 10 miles offshore, and I'll take it. The thermal lift I caught this morning didn't last very long. For about an hour I had 7 or 8 knots of wind and I was doing 4 and 5 knots. But now that the sun is higher in the horizon, you can see I'm back to drifting. It isn't a sailing day, but I was forced to go anyways, you know, by a schedule. And this is what sailing really looks like. I'm so grateful that I had friends in Cape Canaveral that were willing to drive me to the Walmart so I could use my credit card to replace my Samsung Galaxy tablet, which enables me to watch TV while I'm sailing. I have a lot of miles to make and sailing is really boring. Thank God I can entertain myself at the helm. I admit, my day isn't going well. I'm getting frustrated and angry. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong constantly. There's nothing I can do about it. Being becalmed in the ocean is a different type of horrible than 10-foot and 15-foot waves. Being becalmed on the ocean is horrible in a frustrating way. And then NASA says, hey, we're gonna close the ocean down because there's a rocket launch tonight. You can't be on the ocean in this area. I'm becalmed, there's not much I can do. And right now, I don't really trust my engine too much. With that timing belt shredding, I have a very limited amount of engine hours that I can run. If I lose the timing belt, I really lose the engine. I'm running it for a little while now because it is glassy calm outside. And I have to at least keep the bow pointed north. This is not going well.
Secure day, hello station, this is Coast Guard, Victor Jackson. A gunnery exercise was conducted by the Coast Guard from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. offshore, about 13 nautical miles east of Cocoa Beach in vicinity of position 28 degrees, 38 minutes.
The Coast Guard is giving the coordinates of the section of the ocean that they're about to close for the rocket launch. You know, the ocean all around me. It's irritating. Some guy out here, his VHF radio keeps sending off its own distress alarm. It's DSC distress alarm automatically every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, every radio in the area gets taken over with this stupid alarm until you acknowledge receipt of it. Every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, that stupid alarm goes off for no reason because somebody who knows he has a broken radio is too stubborn just to turn it off. I wasn't able to get it on camera for you guys very well, but pods and pods of dolphins just swam by. Sailors for thousands of years believed that dolphins meant good luck, and right after the dolphins passed, I finally got some wind. It's not a lot, it's 3 knots, but it's stable, and it's staying from the east. So I've got Wild Child right now sailing along in 3.5 knots of wind, doing 2.9 knots of boat speed. I'm moving again, and I'm stable. So do I thank the dolphins for the wind? Just to make my life exciting, fun, and interesting, a U.S. government vessel number 74, which is quite near me and on an intercept course, is about to conduct live firing exercises. They're going to start shooting for fun. And they said, hey everybody, stay 10 miles away from me. I'm a sailboat. I am constrained by the wind and I just can't move that fast. There's no real way for me to get out of their way. So I had to hail them on the VHF. With very poor communications, I kept calling them over and over and over, saying, hey, I'm a sailboat northbound. We're on an intercept course. There's not a lot I can do to maneuver. I can only go so tight to the wind. Let's hope I don't get shot, huh? Fish on! And I know it's funny, and I admit it freely. It took me 2 hours to get this one. I've been trolling a line for about 2 hours. There's so much sargasso weed out here that once the sargasso weed gets your lure and you don't realize it, you're not actually fishing anymore. I had to pull it in a bunch of times to take the salad off. But within 2 hours, I got a fish on. I'm not saying I'm the greatest fisher girl ever. I'm just saying I used to suck so badly I didn't catch one a month. Now I catch one every time. Kind of proud, actually. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna reel it in, and then we'll see if we can get some video for you. It looks like Lexi's gonna be eating tuna! It's a beautiful tuna. I just stuck a knife in its brain and severed its spinal column to end its suffering as fast as possible. I mean, it's a beautiful fish and beautiful dinner, but emotionally, the killing is always so hard for me. There's just blood everywhere. How do I not have nightmares about so much blood? I'm approaching the coast of South Carolina. I'm about 50 miles offshore with storms approaching from the land to the west. And I notice on the AIS this towing vessel and a CPA of like 100 feet with it as we're going to cut each other off. And I called and asked, and I said, "Are you towing anything?" He says, "Yep, big barge on an 1,800-foot cable, so make sure you don't go between us." I said, "Good plan." Wildchild bore off 20 degrees to the east and went to a dead run and slowed down, letting this guy pass in front of us. And then I need to turn to port to get the wind into powering up my front sail. I depowered to make sure we wouldn't hit. What do you think? Do you think we're gonna get pummeled by this storm coming? I don't know. 100 miles from Charleston and 50 miles from Savannah, Georgia. And we got some nasty coming off the land right now. Not too happy to see that. Uh-oh, it looks like we've got storms coming. For those of you that are sailors, you know we have to pay attention to the clouds. Look at the leading edge on this one. It's bad. This is going to be really bad. I'm about to get my ass kicked. Look at that edge. Well, fuck. Oh, and there's the lightning. Well, I hate this. There is no way that this is going to work out well for me. This is not a good thing. This is a bad thing. Look at the nasty looking edge on this front. This is bad. It's a very strong pressure gradient difference between high and low pressure air. And it's already got quite a punch in it. I can see the lightning and hear the thunder already. It's got a very distinct boundary on it, and stuff like that is very scary. Well, this is scary shit. I wish I wasn't on a sailboat in the ocean at this moment. Look at the edges on that. Holy cripes. It's starting to get cold now too. I'm gonna put my Jenny away. Fuck it. I have no idea what kind of winds this edge or boundary is gonna bring, so I'm putting my Jenny away. I'd rather sail slowly underpowered as the edge crosses over than have too much sail and take a beating. And lightning, oh Lord, the lightning. Okay guys, it's gonna be bad. Here we go. So yeah, we're getting pummeled. We went from 12 knots of wind to 25. Being the smart captain that I am, I know to pay attention to Mother Nature. Look at the clouds, feel the temperature, feel the hairs on your arm, feel the static in the air, feel Mother's moods. We saw this one coming, forming, and kind of building right in front of us. So I reacted in advance, put my Jenny sail away completely. I'm only running on full main now. I'm on a beam reach with my boom to the side, so even if we get gusted heavy, it can't lay the boat over. It'll just lead the wind off. I'm 50 miles from shore in the ocean. I have no place to go to hide from this storm. We're taking it to the face now. But the good news is, it doesn't seem that bad. It's a very distinct line without a lot of punch behind it. In probably 30 or 40 minutes, we should be clear. Eject, 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 eject. I don't want to be here.